All right, so looks like we're all back on now, ready to rock and roll. If somebody on the team, let's see, Bruce, if you can send me a message letting me know that we are good to go. Hang on, guys. All right, so we're just going to get started here. So what we are going to do tonight, guys, is go over our email scripts. So everybody, you want to make sure you have pen and paper to take notes. Also, make sure you have the Six Figure Frenzy pre-enrollee confirmation script 1 ready in front of you as well. And a couple like housekeeping things about the email success line. So number 1, obviously you want to make sure you have your dial session set in your calendar. So that means 6 to 8 dial sessions per day part-time, 10 to 12 per day full-time. So make sure you write that down and you have your dial sessions booked in your calendar for the next 90 days since we work on a 90-day plan. The other thing is that, thanks Bruce. The other thing is that you guys want to make sure you obviously have your scripts printed out and ready to rock and roll, all of the new up-to-date ones. You'll find those in resources under resource documents. All of the scripts are listed there, so any of them that you need, they're right there. And guys, the way the emailer works is somebody like a Call Me lead, for instance, they're falling in as email leads. So what you want to make sure you have and understanding about is how to work the email leads. So as they drop into your GPS office, they'll be in My Contacts under email leads, and you're going to dial them just like you would dial any other lead that we get. Now, as soon as they drop into your GPS office, the first thing you want to make sure you're doing is reading script number 1, which is the confirmation script, confirming that they have your email, that they save your email, so then this way we go to their inbox and we don't get junked out. Then the next script is script number 2, which is the returnee script. Now, this script is read, guys, when somebody goes back to your website. So when you're in your email leads, you'll see where it says that the person is returned back to your website. So those, and you'll also get an email too. So those guys, you want to make sure that you have the script number 2 printed out. You want to make sure you're practicing these scripts as well, not to your prospect, but to yourself, at least 25 times a day, so then this way it comes off as the fact that you are reading to them and you're not practicing on them. We don't want to practice on our prospects. We want to practice with ourselves. Then the next script you guys have in the email success line is the Thursday deadline script. Now, guys, the Thursday deadline script is for those folks that came to the website, was a returnee, but for some reason didn't get started, and say it's now rounding out, Wednesday morning. You want to start dialing those folks and getting them on the Thursday deadline broadcast. Now, the deadline broadcast is different than the deadline broadcast for those that are already in business. So you want to make sure that those folks, like I said, that came back as a returnee but didn't get started for whatever reason, you're getting them on the Thursday deadline broadcast using script number 3. Then the final script that y'all have is script number 4. Now, script number 4 is the welcome script. So that script is to welcome your new enrollee. So you'll get an email saying that, Joe Schmo has signed up with you. Call him and congratulate him and welcome him to the team. You will do that using script number 4, the welcome script. Now, you'll also see in your email contact manager where it will show you if somebody is a money coming or a new enrollee. It actually will also populate, just so you guys know, they have, if you didn't know this already, they have updated to where the email leads that do get started and signed up, they drop into your new enrollee contact manager. So write that down, new enrollee contact manager. Under the very first tab, it's the to book, I believe is what it's called. Oh, my computer just did something weird. So what you want to make sure is that you're checking that every day. Even though you're going to get emails every day, you want to be checking that every day as well, because people will drop in, signed up, ready to rock and roll, and all they need is a phone call. So that's the way that you will work the email success line, the succession of it from start to finish, and the scripts that you're going to use in conjunction to finish. Obviously, if you have any questions, just let any one of your mentors know, any one of us, and we'll definitely go through it with you again. But remember, this training is every Wednesday. Yeah, today's Wednesday. This training is every Wednesday, so we'll be going over this for quite some time to make sure everybody is clear on how to work their email leads, the exact way to work them. As long as you guys have your dial sessions in your calendar and you're ready to rock and roll and your scripts printed out and you just wrote down exactly how I went over how to work the email leads, then you should be good to go. Now, what we're going to go over tonight is script number 1. So everybody wants to have up their script number 1, which is the Six-Figure Frenzy pre-enrollee confirmation script. And like Kim said, we have some lovely guests with us tonight. So I'm going to go quickly through those folks on the call with us. So what I'll want you guys to do is let us know where you're at, like where you live, and also why you got started in the business. And then what we're going to do is actually do a little bit of role playing with each one of the guests. They're going to give Kim a call and they're going to read through the confirmation script, and then we'll wrap the call up with any calls to action off of it, and then wrap the call up. So let's see, I think I have Andrew as the first guy on my left-hand side. So Andrew, if you can let everybody know where you're from and why you started your business. Unless Andrew's frozen. No? Yes, no? Looks like Andrew might be frozen somehow. Vera, are you unfrozen? Oh, yes, I can. Okay, so Vera, if you can let everyone know. Sure, yes. All right, so we'll do ladies first. It's always polite to do ladies first. So we'll start, Vera, if you can let everybody know where you're from and why you got your business started. Ah, makes sense. Cool. And when did you get your business started? Okay, cool. Awesome. Good, good. All right, very nice. And next we have Haley. Cool. Awesome, awesome. And then Andrew, are you back with us? Yes. Ah. Very good. Awesome. Well, I am super excited to have, and then obviously Kim, my BFF Kim, if you can let everybody know where you're from. Sweet. Awesome. Cool. All right. So what we're gonna do. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with Vera, and what I'm gonna do is Vera, I'm gonna have you call Kim and read the confirmation script to her, and then we'll take some notes and then go down the list and have Haley go next, and then Andrew. So Vera, if you want to just do like ring ring, so it's you calling Kim. You have like an awesome phone voice. I loved it. Yeah, you're nice and slow, which is great because some people, especially when there's not a lot of back and forth between you and the prospect, you can have a tendency to want to, well, I should say, I know I do, have a tendency to want to talk fast. So you kept a really nice pace. You paused beautifully at the commas and the question marks, periods, and all of that. The only thing, if I had to find one thing to critique you on was at the very beginning when you said, "Hi, Kim." You went up just a hair in your tone where it sounded like a question mark. So what you want to do is when you're talking to these folks and they're picking up the phone is just assume that the person that you're calling, like if it's a female and it's a female name, that's the person you're supposed to be talking to. So then this way there's no like question of who you're talking to. Does that make sense? Other than that, you did great. Kim, do you have any comments or anything? Perfect. Awesome. Thank you. All right, Miss Haley. Good job. So your pace is really nice. It's nice and slow. Real quick, what version script do you have there? V2 or V3? Okay. V3, there's a newer one, but you did great. You're really good at pausing, you're really good at talking slow. I know you've worked really hard on talking slow with since you've gotten started. So you've done great with that. The only thing I would probably comment on is if you smile just a hair more, because I know we can get used to just the overall like talking and not not being just script readers, but the fact that like you're trying to focus really hard on what you're doing. But if you just crack a smile just a hair bit more, it'll come off a little bit more excited, especially the part where you go through which one? Okay, so again, look out for the notifications so you don't miss out on any potential earnings. Take action now. Click on the link in the email and go through the process. I look forward to. So if you smile where it's a little bit more like, oh my gosh, if you don't do this and you don't do this right now, you're going to miss out on a huge opportunity. Make sense? Yes? Okay. Kim? Just don't get too Disney. I can get Disney sometimes. I get in trouble for that, but it's okay. But awesome job, Haley. Thanks so much. All right, Mr. Andrew, you're up. All right. You have like a really cool commentator voice. Like you should be like one of those newscasters. No, but you did really great. And I know, Andrew, you've been working on that like fine balance of like being Mickey Mouse, but not being like super monotone. So you've done a really good job, and I know you've worked really, really hard on making it go more like this. So I'm really excited. It sounded really good. Um, at the very end, you got a little Mickey Mouse, but other than that, you did really, really good. So it happens. It's all good. I mean, from where you started when you were reading the scripts at the very beginning to where you are today is like night and day. So I'm so proud of you. Kim, you're welcome. Kim? No problem. You did good. Awesome. Well, with that, guys, obviously, I want to thank everybody again for being on the broadcast with us, and I hope everybody took really good notes. Remember, tomorrow is Thursday, so you want to make sure your team that qualifies is on, confirmed, and ready to rock and roll for the Thursday deadline broadcast, including your email folks. And we will have our next training on Monday. So make sure you keep a lookout for the email for that training coming up here next in a couple of days. And with that, guys, have a great night, and thanks so much for joining us.